Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. I'm back from the gun show. Today is March 18th, 2023, and I was at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. There was a mega gun show where they actually opened up another section of the building to make way for more space. The show was pretty packed. There was the extra space was pretty cool. It was actually there were a lot of sellers from around the Greenville area, and what I've been told, they actually come from North Carolina. So it was cool. It was kind of like seeing the Greenville show, part of the Greenville show in Columbia, South Carolina. What was great, what was interesting was that the Greenville show was generally much larger. What was funny is that on that section, it was bright. The lighting was a lot better, and it wasn't as packed as the Columbia side. Because on the Columbia side was packed to the gills. The lighting was kind of much darker lighting, but there were a lot more tables there. All in all, it was cool to see a whole lot, see some more sellers, a lot more buyers at the show. And I walked out with a few things myself. As you guys see, I generally pick up, I generally pick up like, ammo. I look for ammo and parts. So every now and then I'll pick up a gun if I see something that catch my eye. But this time I'm just really looking to get some ammo and parts. So I got this box of buckshot. This is from Nobel Sportiala. Hope I said that right. And this is a 12 pellet, 2 3/4 inch buckshot, and it's moving almost a little more stout than you normally see with buckshot, 1,290 feet per second. Um, I think it's interesting that I always see these shells. Normally, the ones I see are like 9 pellet, and the box is yellow and gray. This is a different box. These are this is 12 gauge, but it's 12 pellet. It's blue and gray. And these were so it's labeled $9, but but the seller actually dropped $1 off each box. I was buying multiple boxes. So I just got 2 boxes, and so this came out to $8 a box, which is $16 total. So $16 for 20 rounds of double aught buck, which is 12 pellet buckshot and 2 3/4 inch shells. So it's I guess that's quite a bit. Normally you see 9 pellet buckshot in that size, but they were just able to squeeze 3 more pellets in in the standard size shotgun cells. So I was very happy about that. I got these. So I got a project I've been working on that requires me to need blanks, and I picked these up for $10. The seller, she was saying that people who work on the same project that I'm working on, she typically sells them at that cost. If they not if you know if they she asked if they've been working on that project. I think she says she tends to sell them at $20 a box, but if you are working on the same project, then she cuts it down to 10. So I got 20 blank rounds for 5.56 for $10, which I think is pretty impressive because it typically costs a little bit more than that. Last time I checked, I think last time I bought blanks, I think I paid I think it was maybe around $59, maybe $59 for a no, it was $50 for 50, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So I got these. So I guess I got these at a kind of a steal. I've been trying to get more sling swivel studs because I like putting sling swivels on shotguns, especially since I'm a big fan of riot shotguns, and I think riot shotguns, home defense shotguns, personal defense shotguns, should hit the fan shotguns should have slings, and certain guns that I have that are much older, it's kind of difficult to fit, like the Uncle Mike's or the Grove Tech sling swivels on those guns. So what I did was I picked these up, and what I plan on doing is cutting off the threaded portions and soldering these to the barrel bands on one gun I have, like my model 1897 Winchester. I actually did it with an Uncle Mike sling swivel, but it kind of sticks out too much. So I want to have something that's a little bit more low profile, and I figured these would fit the bill. The seller, he said these are tin roofs. And I didn't know what that meant. He said that means they're on the house. So he just gave me these 2 sling swivels. I think he said he got like 8 pounds of these back in his storage. So he just he figured he ain't gonna charge me for wanting 2 of them. But I figured I'd start off with 2. See how that project works out. Where like I said, cut off the threaded portions and solder them to the barrel bands, like maybe my 1897 or my Winchester Model 12, and get them attached. I already got a sling swivel on the 1897. I don't have one on the Model 12, but I think this would be a good way to, try to work with these older shotguns. So that was on the house, and of course I got my high vis yellow single the potassium dispensing unit. um, And if you wonder why I always pick up bananas at gun shows, there's a guy who has he has a fruit bowl, and he sells targets, but the fruit's for free. And I figure, well, it doesn't hurt me one bit to pick up a fruit, something that's healthy. So I think it's very important that especially nowadays, that we look out for our health and do what we can to remain healthy. What was interesting, it was funny I bring that up because my wife and we went to the show, and there was a long line, and as soon as we got too close to the building, I forgot my wallet in the truck because I paid for parking. So I decided to run back to the truck, and then I ran to the truck, and then I tried to run back to the line. I got maybe uh 2/3 of the way running, then I slowed down, then I started walking because my asthma caught up with me, and I felt lightheaded. Now that's not to say that that's not to say I'm in poor health, but at least it gave me an idea as to what how far I was capable of running before I feel like I'm going to throw up. Thankfully, I didn't have anything in my stomach, so I didn't throw up. But I did feel a little bit lightheaded. I had to sit down for a little bit, and I think it's bringing attention to me as to how important it is for me to remain fit. Again, I'm asthmatic, and it was kind of cold that morning, so it is more difficult for me to run when it's colder weather outside. When it's warmer, it's like a lot easier. When it's colder, it's more of a challenge. But nevertheless, I think it's important for myself to look out for my health, and so I would suggest everyone else do the same when beginning like exercise, adopting a proper diet, and watching out for laziness or atrophy, things that keep you from being on the move. But that's it. So I got the 20 rounds of buckshot, 20 blanks, sling swivels, and a banana. And I didn't break the bank at the show, which I was very happy about. Wasn't really looking for a gun to purchase, so I intentionally didn't bring a whole lot of cash with me. But I was happy to see that I picked up a few things that at least made the visit worth my while. Also, I want to let you guys know in the thumbnail, the picture of me, that's a picture of me. I was asked to do an interview. There was a film crew. They were doing interviews with people who were visiting the show. Just kind of ask them how were they enjoying themselves. It's supposed to be for an ad, and I said why not? Yeah, I'll do an interview. And it was pretty short. It didn't last but maybe 5 minutes. And I signed a release and I gave my email, and that was that. So that's the pic. That explains the picture of me in the thumbnail. But please share your thoughts. What do you think about the stuff I picked up? What do you think about personal fitness? About doing interviews at gun shows? I'd love to see everybody's responses in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to help out with the channel, just go to my YouTube homepage. Look for the PayPal link and the Cash App link. All donation amounts are appreciated. Any gripes, complaints, see me at PM. I'll see what I can do to address them. That's my video. Back from another gun show from March 18th, 2023. I'm Edward Jones. And you guys take care, be safe, stay strapped, and God bless.